Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your wall yin practice. I would recommend this morning having your mat. It's just a little stickier when we use the wall, so you're not slipping your body away from the wall. And same goes for bare feet, because sometimes the socks can be a little slippery on the wall. Of course, it's totally up to you if you're more comfortable and warm with a blanket or socks and a sweatshirt on, wear whatever makes you really happy. Let's soften in this morning, arrive in the present moment, or this evening whenever you're doing your wall yin practice. And if you wanted to set an intention for your class today, let it be something so simple like, may I give my full breath and body, physical body, to this practice. To begin, it sounds quite simple. We're going to put our legs up the wall, but let me show you the easiest way to get there. We would come back and sit against the wall. So when our sides are up against the wall, then we're able just to casually lean back here and roll our legs all the way up the wall. And then if you think you can move your buns any closer, go ahead and get really cozy here. And through our yin practice today, we're going to try to find stillness. I completely understand if you're someone like me who gets really fidgety and antsy. We're the ones that need yin the most. So right away, I start to feel like my feet go to sleep. We're just going to breathe, knowing that we can handle it. We've done tougher things before. And see any little tingly sensations, pins and needles, falling asleep sensations as new energy arriving in those areas. We'll make it a benefit instead of a drawback, and just gently breathe through. If we're not using our arms, you're welcome to have them anywhere. It feels really good. Might be nice every once in a while to check in with your breath. Hand to belly, hand to heart. And in the beginning of class, just noticing. You've arrived, that's the hardest part. Now that you're here, kudos to you. Give yourself a little congratulations, a mental pat on the back. And start to notice the physical sensations with your breath. Something so simple as feeling the touch of cool air against your nostrils as you breathe in. And then noticing how your body warms that air as it passes back out through your nostrils. It feels cozy and warm. Perhaps you're noticing breath rising up and under your collarbones, widening your chest, lifting up through your belly and expanding through your back body. Staying aware of our breath as we transition from our first posture. Hands probably want to come out to the side somewhere just so you feel safe as you bring your feet down the wall. We're bending our knees and rising up into supported shoulder stand. So let's start to press our knees into the wall. We're paying really close attention to how we feel here. We want to rise, tucking our chin towards our chest, lengthening out the backs of our necks. And maintaining our eye gaze softly up at the ceiling, not turning our head to either side at all during our supported shoulder stands. And then it's tough when you're upside down. So try to soften in, breathing easy. If we need to come out a tad to get cozy for a while, please do. Reconnecting with your breath, immersing yourself in your breath. And if you feel really safe and comfy, let go of any external stimulation by gently closing your eyes. Still alert, still aware, seeing that light behind your eyelids, but softening it a bit more deeply. Just a few more breaths in here. Noticing any sensation you're feeling through your shins, any warmth you're feeling through your thighs. Opening your feeling along the back of your neck and upper back. You're welcome to come out of your posture a bit for the next move. We're drawing our right knees into our chest. Be careful when you're upside down. Your leg is a lot heavier than you realize. Crossing over the opposite thigh for figure 4. And then slowly articulating our spines back down towards the mat, allowing our left foot to slide down the wall to accommodate a wall figure 4. This could be really intense. You may not need a thing here, or if it feels good, you can use your right hand, prop your elbow onto your wrist somewhere, and gently use that like a lever to push away. And remembering our intention, giving our full breath and body to this practice. Hopefully you're feeling really cozy here with your right ankle bone off to the side of your left thigh. Feeling a melting sensation through your low back. Are we able to float the out breath just a tad bit longer than it was a moment ago? Let's take 3 more beautiful breaths in together here. If you used your right hand to prop your right knee a little bit closer to the wall, maybe noticing some tingly sensations in your right fingers and your palm, being thankful for that flow of energy. On the exhalation out, we're releasing any hands we were using, uncrossing our legs, and if you feel a little stuck, it's okay to use your hands here. We're coming right back into supported shoulder stand. Somewhere where your arms feel comfy to support you. Boost up. This one won't be nearly as long, but remember, for safety of our neck, we're using our eye gaze, finding a soft focal point on your ceiling or the wall right above your knees. It should feel really big on the back of your neck, unless you practice this all the time and you're not really feeling much. So we stop when we feel a little bit and ease in there. If you feel really great, might ease up a little bit higher through the hips. We're just taking 2 more big breaths in here. Really consciously expanding and extending this last breath, and it's tough to breathe when you're upside down. And doing the same on the other side, gently, a heavy leg here. Left knee comes into your chest, or you can lower your buns first before crossing. Ankle bone comes across the right thigh, and then we super slowly melt down towards the earth. Tuck tailbone, allow that to land. Oh, that was a nice spinal massage, right? And then leg may lower to press you deeper into this figure four, but whew, it's a big one. So open your heart space, whatever you need to feel like you could soften in here. Stay with no arms connected to your legs, or use your left hand like a little lever. We're going to try to prop our elbow right under our wrist there if we're using it, so we can really push away. And then, just as quickly as you found all of that, let's soften all around the corners of our eyes, behind your eyes. Find that infinite darkness back there. Succumb to that relaxation, pulling you deeply in. Any lines of focus and concentration across our foreheads and in between our brows, just gently melt together. That sense of heaviness rolls down each temple, under our eyes, down the bridge of our nose, and like there are heavy strokes from under eye down to your jawline on each side of your face. Over the tip of your nose, across your lips, and down over your chin, allowing everything to be heavy and relaxed on your face. Anything your right arm wants to do. If you feel like stretching it out overhead for your last minute would be really beneficial, do that. Let's try 3 more very long, luxuriously slow breaths in. At the bottom of that final breath, we're going to gather ourselves together to move once again. If anything is feeling so good that you need to stay longer, please do. Remove left hands that were propping us up. And we probably need to help this leg off here. Ooh. Take just a second to rest wherever it feels good. Maybe let your heels slide down the wall, closer to your buns, hands to fold across your chest. Just checking in. Round angle at the wall, allowing your knees to fall out to the sides, the soles of your feet to fall together, and the inner arches can fold open as much as it feels good. And then we're just going to get so cozy. And again, we're able to push our elbows down to plant our knees a little closer towards the wall. Give any little movements you need to really settle in. Or if it feels better, hands to thighs, hands to your torso, or up and overhead. Even relaxing through your toes, through the bottoms of your feet. And as you sink in heavily here, you may notice that your knees start falling closer to the floor. Your feet may start to scoot apart from one another. That's wonderful. Breathe into the beauty of that openness. As your back spreads out with relaxation, it may benefit you to tuck your chin towards your chest, allowing the back of your neck to lengthen and spread out as well. See if you feel that arch in your low back that often comes naturally. And are you able to get so heavy in your belly and in your navel that melts down into the floor as well? Three more breaths in here together. Noticing if your breath seems just a little bit longer than before. Let's see if we can extend even more by puffing out just a little extra on the exhale. Sipping in a tiny bit more on the inhale. If your arms were overhead, do you have any beautiful tingles in your fingertips? In your own time, with a real gentleness, when you feel ready, we're bringing arms back down unless they're already there and using them to close our knees. Just find constructive rest here for a moment. Feeling changes. If you had your arms over in a bowl post, you may feel more open in chest and shoulders. Might be feeling lots of new light and openness in our groins, pelvis, and hips. Let's transition when you feel ready to the right side to a spinal twist using the wall. Again, I encourage you to place your arms out in goal post or like airplane wings. Scoot your hips to the left and then allow your feet. Ooh, might feel a little tenderness in the low back as we fall. Feel free to go slow, slow, slow. Allowing your knees to fall over to the right side. And then turn your heart, left ribs, and eye gaze to the ceiling or all the way over to the left side if that feels good. Anytime you need something to make your pose feel more comfy and accessible, please use it. Here, that could be blocks, books, or pillows under the right knee, in between our thighs. Whatever feels right. Try breathing yourself into stillness here. Be present in the slowing down, the calming nature of our breaths. Once your body starts to let you in, if your arms are all the way out to the sides, you want to turn your palms up to roll the head of your shoulders back and down, resting more comfortably into your support. Just a few more breaths in here together. At the end, removing supports if you place them under left ear in between your knees, if you feel that's right for you today. Deeply surrendering, letting gravity take over. And let's think about how we're going to feel best finding our way out of this posture. Some of us may want to close our arms like a big crocodile over to the right side. And then draw everything in close to the body so you're pretty darn near the fetal position here. And then we would roll back up as one unit. You're certainly welcome to keep your arms wide, press down through your shoulders, and use your strong obliques to lift you back. Pausing in the center for as long as it feels nourishing and necessary. And then so gently falling to the other side. I like to use my toes against the wall, scoot my hips to the right. And then when your breath tells you it's time, allow your hips to fall over to the left side. Slowly, so we can see if we need the use of props on this side. Using the wall to enhance this lying twist. Eyes can stay gently focused on the ceiling or gazing at closed eyelids. Or we can begin to turn our right ribs and our eyes on over to the side. Arms outstretched, giving yourself a much deserved hug. Goalpost arms or overhead. If the only tension that's in your face right now is the corners of your mouth being turned up, that's perfect. Just leave it. But if we collected anything in our jaws, anywhere in our faces that we're able to let go of right here, take a big exhalation, see it, feel it, and let it go. Knowing that your supports will infinitely support you. Give yourself permission right here to really let go. If arms were outstretched, open your palms, bring more spaciousness into your chest, shoulders. Breathe more deeply into that area. May be able to remove any props we had underneath or in between them. Last 3 breaths together. Extending on your exhalation. Inflating, opening a bit more on your inhalation. When you feel ready, either turning all the way over to your left side. Left arm could even reach overhead and you can rest there for as long as it feels great. Or we can press our arms and shoulders down and just slowly gaze back to the ceiling for long necks as we draw our knees back in. Placing hands heavy on kneecaps or shins behind the calves on the thighs. Give yourself a little hug here. Roll shoulders out and down. Tuck chin back into chest. We're closing class today just as we began, with legs back up the wall and arms wherever they feel they'll best serve you. Let's take 5 deep breaths in, bringing in positive and exhaling negative. Bringing in light, exhaling dark. Breathing in all the good we choose to have in our lives. Exhaling any blockages, tension, anything preventing us from achieving those. Noticing if breath and body feel different. In the beginning of class, if you could only notice your breath just to the tip of your nostrils, see if it's gotten any deeper. Taking a moment to be really proud of the gift you've given yourselves this morning, the time spent on self-care, nourishing our mind and bodies with our breath, prioritizing yourself so that you can be the very best in your life for the rest of your day. How would it feel best for you to come out of here? For me, I'm going to bend my knees again. Roll to whatever side is calling to you and allow that arm to fall overhead. Oh, yes, very nice here, right? So you can use your top arm to support you. Stay as long as it feels good. Especially if it's really warm and soft and cozy where you are, you might want to stay a little longer. Otherwise, using your top arm to press down, scoot yourself a little bit away from the wall. And then you choose how you're finishing your practice today. If it's the end of your day, you may want to lie for a beautiful, long, full of breath Shavasana. And if you're heading on to lots of activities or spending time with others and you need some energy, let's practice a resurrection breath together. Inhaling, lifting our bodies all the way up tall, shoulders back over hips. Exhaling, chin turns towards the right side for a like you're fogging up a mirror. Inhale back to center. Chin turns to the left side and we exhale through pursed lips. Back to center, inhale. Fogging up the mirror twice on the right side. Back to center, breathing in through the nose. Pursed lips, exhalation to the left. 2 more rounds like that. Breathing in. Inhaling. Last round together. Bringing face back forward, reconnecting with your breath and noticing if things just slowed down, how you feel. Sit with those sensations as long as possible today. When you're ready to resume your normal activities, blink your eyes open gently. Place your hands into your heart center, bringing thumb in towards heartbeat and lifting heart up towards your thumbs, shoulders back and down. Chin tucked just a tad to lengthen the back of your neck again. And until we meet again, namaste.